He served as an enlisted man in the 82nd Airborne. He came back to Auburn, and when he graduated from Auburn, he was a distinguished military student. And that's an honor that not everybody, I wasn't a distinguished, I was a graduate, so you can tell the difference. So he graduated with honors and I didn't. But at any rate, he served 2 years in the Army from 1958 to 1960. And while he was in the Army, he went through basic Armor's Officers course. He went through basic Airborne course, parachute training to include equipment drops as well as personnel drops, basic aidman's course, medical treatment, unconventional warfare course, basic special forces course, special warfare demolition course, psychological warfare course, jungle warfare course, ranger course, hand-to-hand combat course. Kind of sounds like Joe, doesn't it? And then after getting out of the Army in 1960, he came back to Athens. Of course, like all reserve officers, you have a 5-year commitment in the reserve. So he was in the reserve from 1960 to 1965. And when he got out of the reserve, he was promoted to the rank of captain. But while he was in Athens from 60 to 65, he taught school one year at Ardmore High School in biology and was assistant football coach. And they won the state football championship that year. And then he went into the Central Intelligence Agent as an intelligence officer. And he served in South America and the Southeast Asia campaign. And he gave us a display back there of his time in Southeast Asia when he was in northern Laos. And so we're proud of that. And then after his service ended in 1973, he came back to Athens in Limestone County to his family farm and went back to farming. And Bob James ran for governor. So he got just about everybody in this room involved in that campaign. So he was in that campaign in 1979. He went to Montgomery in state government. He started out as the administrator of the Alabama Alcoholic Beverage Control Board. Then he became state finance director. Then he became the first director of the Alabama Department of Environmental Management. He came back to Athens in 1986, and that's where he stayed until he died in 2008. While he was here, he farmed, and he also worked at Intergraph Corporation, a company founded by his brother-in-law, Jim Medlock. The Broadwater family is a typical patriotic American family. Joe's father, Mr. Bunyan D. Broadwater, served in the Second World War in the Burma campaign. And Mr. Broadwater stayed in and retired from the United States Army Reserve as a full colonel. He was in so long that at one time I was even in that unit with him for a while, and I think Joe was in it with him for a while. So he was in it for a while. Then D, who is not here with us today, is in Southeast Asia, but he was in the Army and has a rank of a major. Ben was in the Army, and he has a rank of captain. And today, we're honored to have his grandson with us, PFC Joe Broadwater from Fort Campbell, Kentucky, with the 101st Airborne. So that shows you the family of the Broadwater family and all that.